All right, we should be live on our Tuesday night chat. I was hoping to have Innocence with us, but unfortunately, she was tired and she is sleeping. She got worn out from. What? Oh, I was telling the chat that we was hoping Innocence would be on, but she got tired from school and is sleeping. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, she got worn out at school.
But they've got a delay for tomorrow.
Yep.
Because we're under a winter weather warning or something or other.
Don't sound too good.
No, expecting, I think, freezing rain from 12 tonight till, I think, 12 tomorrow or something like that.
Not the best.
No.
So I hope everybody in the chat is doing all right. Hopefully. Hopefully the internet won't go out like it did this morning.
I
hope. Yeah, see, Dragon, we're trying to stay warm.
Yeah, and getting over sickness, or, well, not over it, but trying.
Yep, trying to get over it. Yeah, this morning the internet went out for a second. It hiccuped. Which, with that weather that they're talking about, it might be pretty bad. But despite the bad weather, I'm still hoping that soon, well, in February, we'll be able to trim some of our larger or more invasive fruit trees. We are in North Carolina. We're on the foothills of the mountains. Yeah, would love to be able to actually go and trim some of the fruit trees back. It's going to be the perfect time in February. And from there, I'm hoping to maybe use the wood for something later down the road for smoking or something. Yeah, I love it here too. I hate whenever we have weird weather that is 60 degrees one day and then 20 to the next. It normally makes everybody sick.
Mm-hmm. And I try to stay well, but this time I caught it.
Yep. It happens. Luckily, though, even though we caught it, some of us are starting to get over it. Oh, you're in Florida. Man, we heard that place only gets like free cold days. Then the rest of the time it's either warm or hot.
And you can grow all that tropical stuff that I want to grow.
Cool mornings and hot afternoons.
If I grow that here, I have to bring it in.
Yep. But y'all got like those big lizards down there.
The iguanas.
That's what BD Beats told us. He sees them out in his yard. Big old lizards. Anything under 70. Oh.
The what?
Anything under 70 is cold for sea dragon.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I know it don't get the coldest here,
It gets pretty cold sometimes.
but it's currently 36 degrees here.
What's the low? I can't see it.
Looks like the lowest it's gonna get is
Tonight.
20, 21 degrees.
Not the coldest it's been.
Yep, not the coldest, but it doesn't get like it does up in parts of Canada and Alaska and the more northern states.
Thank God. I don't think I can handle all that.
The dragon said they just planted ginger and basil.
Oh my goodness. I want ginger. I want to grow ginger. I see
Or
everybody in those groups on Facebook growing all these amazing gingers. It's just unreal.
originally, what was it you called it? Basil?
Basil.
Basil.
No, I got that from watching that chef. I normally call it basil, but he said basil. So,
You're from California. I
oh, that's
know
neat.
I know Bear or Aaron
Mhm.
Hernandez. He's in California. Boy, that place they don't have snow, but they have wildfires. Loads of wildfires.
After I had the snow.
I would too.
For snow this year, we've done had 15
Yep.
inches, and that was enough for me. But now they have delayed school, saying that there's going to be freezing rain tonight and in the morning. So I don't like that at all. But snow, I don't mind snow if I've got the proper attire to go out and actually enjoy it a little bit. But for the past few years, I have not had the correct attire, and I'm not going to go out in it. That
I
doesn't
didn't
work
go
out.
out in it either.
No, I
It
don't want
was
to bust my behind.
it was too much snow. It was
It was beautiful, but it wanted to stick around. It was here for weeks.
yep. Boy, it clogged all the parking lots.
Uh huh.
Oh, that was funny. We went to we went to one of those little neighborhood Walmarts, and they had whoever they had to go and plow their actual parking lot had went and put this snow. They had packed some of it within the parking area. Normally, you would expect them to push it all out of the parking area, but there was snow about 5 foot tall in a parking space.
I love North Carolina,
Yeah, I love North Carolina.
and we're in like it's not a big, we don't have a whole heck of a lot like some of them,
Yeah,
but I love it here. Um, just it's kind of like I don't know. We're in the city, but we're like country though.
we're not in a big city.
No,
Hey, Happy
we're more
Pepper.
country. Hey, Happy.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, that snow stuck around in those parking spots for weeks, which was hilarious because that parking lot filled up pretty quick. And then you see these people, and you could tell they were thinking, do I want to try to climb the snow mountain to park?
Uh, Not me.
Yeah, the mountains, they're pretty beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
but they can be pretty treacherous to get up and down
Oh yeah.
any rain or snow or ice. And even then, you could be driving and have a rock slide or something.
Yeah. And yeah, whenever the flooding at that areas too sometimes is torrential.
Some of our roads are cut out of the rock, and you can see where the water runs down it and splits it. And we're not even up in the mountains.
Hmm.
Oh, you're not alone. This one right here loves rock digging. Well,
Oh my
well,
heavens.
more specifically, what would you say? Gem digging?
No, I love to look for gems of any sort and arrowheads, or if I'm at the ocean, I like to look for shark's teeth or anything interesting. I just like anything weird. But I love to go look for like the crystals. Oh my goodness. And well, actually, this one here, I took you when you was a little, he was a little kid, and he cut his wrist on a piece of quartz, and we ended up having to leave. But that is so much fun. And then the arrowheads, just it's just unreal. You know, the work that someone put into that rock to make that arrowhead. It's just amazing. Oh, I love them all. And
And fossils, but
yes,
we don't find those much.
well, his my oldest daughter, his older sister, um, she actually found a tooth. Now this thing, it was a big old thing. Did you ever see it?
I don't know.
She found it at the ocean when we was down at the ocean. That thing, I mean, we're talking a big old,
There you go.
big old thing. And we're thinking, what could it be, And they got to looking it up, and I don't even know if they really found out what it was, but it is old. This thing was like old. You could tell by just looking at it, it was old. I need to have her bring it and let me show it sometime. It's neat. It was really neat. She is so good at finding those shark teeth. No, seriously, she's got the. My eyes are not so hot, and she's got the eye for it. And now arrowheads, I love. I've got an eye for those. I don't think mine's as good as my husband's though. He could find them.
Yeah. Yep. Jesse can find them
Yeah,
all day.
yeah. Unfortunately, I've never found any around here on our property. We have found old coins back when I was a child. My grandmother used to find old coins all the time. But other than that, no. We found some quartz, but it's not the crystallized. Yeah.
They've been digging since childhood.
Oh wow. I love doing that. I wanted to go last year. I've been supposed to go for what, probably 3 years now, and or 2 years, I think, probably 2 years. My husband had to have surgery, and once that happened, things changed, and we still haven't made it up there,
That's cool.
it's up to families.
Their little brother is a sea captain and brought them back
Oh my
shark
goodness!
jaws.
Oh my heavens! Oh, that will be neat. And what about those big shells? I
You talking
mean,
about conch shells?
yes, or the ones that you eat the insides out of. Jesse's daddy got
I
some
don't know.
somewhere and
Clam?
done
You
that.
talking about
No,
clams?
these are those big, look like the conch. Do you eat those? Because these things was great big ones, like the ones that you put up at your ear, big old giant ones. And someone had took a boat out or something or other and got them, and he bought them off of them. And he was telling us about it, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'd love to try that. Just something different.
Abalone.
That abalone.
That's what they said.
Oh, I've got some of that shell. That's yeah, the
Conch, yeah,
beautiful,
conch.
yeah. Oh, I love crystals. Oh, I do. I've got some in there,
Yeah.
but I don't have a major. Well, I've got some, but I don't have a major amount. But I've got a beautiful quartz that looks like it's got an angel in it where it broke off. I'm not sure where it's at. I'm gonna have to go see if I can find it right quick. And then you've got that beauty over there. What did I do with it?
You talking about my amethyst?
Yeah.
It's sitting over
right
there.
but it's dusty.
It's dusty. Hey, Eric. I saw your comment on this morning's stream. Hope you had a good day. Hey, Rev. Nope. I've never been to the Smithsonian. I know they go and tour it in, I think it's 8th grade, but I didn't get to go on that trip to Washington, so I never got to tour it. But they got all kinds of stuff in there from what I've seen. I know they've got it's either the actual plane or a replica of the Wright brothers plane in the Smithsonian. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I couldn't imagine what all they got over there. You ever been to the Smithsonian? No.
Been down to the what's that one that the school takes you to? I never been there like that. That's like a museum, right, or something. What is it?
Rev joined us. He made a funny. Wright brothers flew that thing in my backyard.
What?
Their first plane.
Oh.
They launched it off of Kitty Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah. Although who is it? I think it might be Ohio. It may be Ohio that also tries to claim first flight.
I don't see it in here. Can't do nothing with that thing.
Well, they had the Hope Diamond. That's pretty cool.
Can't do nothing with them. They're made out of ivory.
Yep, and ivory sale is banned.
Yeah, I know.
Like it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where those come from. I
They
don't know
don't want
where I got them.
they don't want to
They're
harvest it
old.
right.
No. They're killing the animals off. I mean, it's not right.
Well, even with it banned, they're still killing them.
Yeah, I know, but it's just not right. I'm trying to see. All I've got here is like babies. That's my baby.
I'm gonna drink me the drink of the champions. The drink of the champions, guys. It comes in a can. Oh, it would be amazing if we could go to the Smithsonian. But I'd hate to know how much that would cost.
Oh, here it is. Here you go. Want to show that? Let me turn it that way. See if you look up in it.
Yeah, find where it's at, and then
One
I'll
way you
show them.
look at it. Well, it's hard to see it, but I don't know. That's what they always told me. I don't know. There's that one.
Yep. For quartz. Big old quartz.
That's my favorite one. And then I've got my other certain different stones.
She's got all her stones down here. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've got them down here.
All like my stones. And then I've got my amber, of course. Like amber.
Yeah, there's her amber. Old tree sap.
Green millennium. Aventurine. But I like rough. I like just rough also. I don't like everything to just be sparkly. I can't remember where that thing came from.
Did we dig those? We didn't dig the big quartz.
No, not that one. This, I had a piece that came from where we were. This came from where we were looking. There used to be ginormous quartz there, and then he got cut and we had to leave.
Rev says he has some fool's gold.
And then I've got my let's see. I think it's amethyst. I'm pretty sure, or not amethyst, garnet. Dang, amethyst is not burgundy.
You're thinking of the big amethyst over there.
No, I've got ruby, but like these, and starved sapphire, stuff like that. But it's all basically rough.
I know.
I like rough.
I've got a fossil that we found of. It's got the faint outline of what looks like a bird. Looks like a bird, and then it's got footprints around it.
I need to put him in this bag.
I've never gotten anybody to actually take a look at that.
At what?
That fossil.
Oh, I know. Where's it at? What did you do?
I believe it's still up there. I need to go get it.
Yeah. I grabbed mine. Because, I forgot about these. This is one of my little favorites. And then I've got a little tiny one that, see, these are some that I found. They're small, nothing, much, but then I love that. Yeah. I've got the red too, like this one. Of course, I've got my rose quartz. Gotta have that. And then this was one of my favorite pieces.
Well, Rev, fool's gold is real gold to fools. And since you know that it's fool's gold, all you have to do is find a fool and sell it to them as real gold.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know about it, but it's supposed to be crystal.
Hey, Brando.
It's me. It's been a while since I've been in this stuff. And that one, I wore it too long. I faded it. Faded it out. I used to wear them all the time. Yeah, I used to have some of that fool's gold too. I actually remember playing in that stuff when I was a kid. Somewhere where my mom worked, the whole bank was that.
You found anything else interesting?
It's all interesting to me, but I just like stuff like that. I'm weird. I like weird stuff. I'm just weird, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's all interesting to me as well.
Yeah, you started collecting when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that little one. I think that's just a cute one. Nothing big, ginormous. Now, I have loads of big pieces actually up around my pond,
Mm-hmm.
that are ginormous. Oh, yeah, we did. Actually, that was your daddy. His daddy had to carry out buckets.
Yep.
I went ballistic. And I found some giant pieces that have the crystals all in them, and I had to have them. So they had to come back out of there, and they're actually up there at my pond. On that, I couldn't find any of my arrowheads. I don't have near what Rob's got. Rob has got a
Yep.
major collection of arrowheads.
Yep, Rob
Unreal,
Bloomberg.
yes. Now my uncle's got he's got a lot of them, but I have nothing like that. But I just enjoy it. And we found some pottery, pieces of pottery also. Back before Jess got really well, he was sick, but not, as bad. But what?
Bloom rivals my dad's collection. That's what Rev said.
We actually helped in like these it was fields, and because his family was into shrubbery, and oh my goodness, I'm not joking. That is, you could find the arrowheads there, and I'm not kidding you. I got my feet stuck in the mud, come out of my shoes and everything, but we had a blast. The kids even enjoyed it. Innocence and Sammy. Yep, they enjoyed it also.
No, that's cool. They found some Indian pottery on the Withlacoochee River.
Wow.
Corn print.
That's neat. I just always enjoyed looking for it, and which we got Cherokee. My grandmother, her mother was Cherokee Indian, and they're her parents and all. So my grandmother used to talk to me a lot about, stuff like that, and about the Indians. Her grandmother and her mother, and we used to do things like make leather breeches. They call them leather breeches. It's beans, and then the spicewood tea, and just so many different things. And I didn't even realize it, but it came from her mother and grandmother. So that was really neat.
Yeah, we tend to find arrowheads in fields around here too. It just depends on what was used to churn the field, because some things will obviously destroy an arrowhead before it even makes it up.
Yeah.
And then just going through and looking.
Never found any here though. Right here, I've never found any here.
We're doing pretty good, Brando. I hope everybody else is doing pretty good. Hey, Robert.
Hey.
Yeah, I hope everybody had a good day. Yeah, I've never seen any arrowheads where we live, but plenty of the tree fields and other places have had arrowheads pulled out of them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Robert, we've not received any mail from you. Hmm. We haven't got nothing from Robert.
Not Robert, no. No. I got some from Facebook people today, but I'm still liking. I mean, there's a bunch that we finally got.
We finally
We
got
made a.
Rachel's
Yeah, we
from
made it.
Canada.
Yeah, yeah. I need to message her actually.
Yeah.
But Samuel or Sammy, did you tell him his decision?
I told it this morning,
Okay.
but yeah, Sammy decided he's not really interested in growing anything right now. That's his choice.
Yeah. We tried to, encourage him.
Yep. But if he doesn't want to do it,
Well, it may take him a little bit longer now. Innocence, she is,
she's waiting on
oh
her
my
seeds to
goodness,
come up.
yes. And she's passionate about it.
Yeah, it probably is super fast if you've got a solid state drive in it. I bet that thing boots up in a few seconds. It's like having a big flash drive. Nothing has to spin up. Yeah, he's just not interested in growing at the moment. He's more interested in drawing.
Yeah. But that's not bad. Drawing's not a bad thing. I try to encourage them to do different things, but I'm hoping that by seeing Innocence be so interested in growing that he will want to do it, in the future. And
Oh, that's nice. 16 gigs of RAM. Oh, boy, you could open up a whole bunch of internet tabs, Rev. No problem. It was nice talking to you,
yes, it
Sea Dragon.
was. Thank you for joining us.
Yep. Yeah, Rev, you could open up a whole bunch of internet tabs. Of course, that's probably not why you got 16 gigs of RAM to open up a bunch of internet pages. Yeah, we've been doing this and that today. I know the ground's actually been being frozen. It's so cold, which makes things such as tilling it difficult. Got to keep your TV running smooth. Well, TVs are getting so smart that eventually you'll probably have a phone, TV. It's just everything. I know what you're thinking. That's a big phone, but I'm sure by then they'll have something that fits in your pocket that you unfold it or something. They'll have something where it'll get large. Maybe they have a projector in your phone. You just project onto a wall. I don't know if that would get 4K. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have had a any germination rate on your King Star stuff. If you planted anything from King Star, we have had a pretty good germination rate on the King stuff. But I've noticed so far, all the plants that I've pulled and transferred over haven't had very large root systems. The root systems have been quite small compared to other varieties. I'm not sure if that's just the way I'm growing them and germinating them, or if they just take time to develop a good root system.
They were in the egg carton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wondered if that had anything to do with it, but I don't know. What?
Now, we've not had too good of a germination rate on the rock does or the manzos.
Nope, not yet.
We've had more luck on the reapers than the manzos and rock does. Oh yeah, I bet it is super quiet, Rev. Well, that's good. That's good, Happy Pepper. He said germination update video on King Stars, on the King Star stuff he planted is coming up this weekend.
Oh, good. We'll have to catch it.
Yep. I know. Let's see. I'm sure almost everybody's doing the lemon starburst since it's the contest plant. Don't know if anybody's doing anything else like the peach star kissed.
Isn't that right?
I know Rob mentioned having seed for it. I know Charles has seed for it. I don't know if anybody else has seed for it and is growing it. Because I hear it's got the same genetics in it as the lemon starburst. We've not started any ornamentals yet. I know somebody posted a link to the Facebook group doing the grow a pepper in a can challenge. And
We're in that group thing that it's in now. Eric invited us on Facebook.
Charles said that he was going to do ornamentals in cans, which sounds really cool. Hey, Cade.
Hey. She might get on with us.
Rob, I hope you have a good germination rate on your seeds. He's getting his seeds started tonight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Rob Schaller.
Oh, great.
We've had some good germination on some of our varieties, and then not so much on other ones. Some of our habaneros, good germination rate. Other ones haven't even come up yet. You want to go? You want to show me your tobacco?
Which?
The wild.
The one in the big thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go get it. The one that I want to do a whole row of.
Yeah, Rob, you should make a video of your seed starting. All right, Rob.
Ready?
There we go. that should be
Oh,
good to see.
dirt fall.
Yeah, we did a whole
I just have to separate them out once they
container
get big enough.
of that tobacco. That's the wildwood tobacco, and that tobacco you don't smoke. It actually irritates the body to smoke that one. So Rob Schuyler's going to be videoing his start.
Oh,
He's going to be videoing his whole season.
good. That's awesome. Is Susie still on?
Yeah.
Hey, Susie.
So yeah, that's the tobacco you look at. We do have some smoking tobacco though that we're going to be growing as well. She said, "What's up?"
Nothing much. Here. Hopefully you're staying warm.
Yeah, hopefully.
No more iced over eyelashes.
So for the smoking tobacco, we got the gold seal to come up. We have not gotten the Virginia or um, the Cuban cigar to come up yet. Well, like Brando said, if your peppers are not immune or are really at risk of getting some of the tobacco diseases, then yeah, it can not be safe to put them together because there's several diseases that tobacco can get and spread it to your pepper plants. At least I believe it's diseases. It may be something else. But I know they breed peppers specifically to be immune to those types of problems. Yeah, move down south to stay warm, but then if she goes too far, she'll say it's hot. She's a seasoned veteran of staying warm.
I freeze. I'm like an ice block at night, or that's what I'm told.
So yeah, we're starting it all together right now, but as soon as it's time to move it outside, it'll be going its separate ways.
Yeah.
The tobacco and the peppers.
And Innocence is going to have her own spot, so she's pretty pleased about that.
Yep, she'll be doing her peppers.
Mm-hmm. And she'll also have a place to grow her vines and
Yep. All her
whatever.
other stuff, her flowers and other vegetables.
But she is so excited about the peppers. That's the seeds that she knew the names of. I mean, so I was like, when I watched over her little video that she done on her own, I was like, she knew all those pepper names.
Yep.
So she's real excited over the pepper growing. That's what she is looking forward to more than any of it, I think. Anybody want to get on with us? If you do, that would be awesome. Susie, you want to get on? Or anyone else?
They say not chew or smoke around your plants. Yeah, if anybody wants to hop on, just let us know.
Yeah, that would be awesome. What? I can't see it.
Rob only drinks brews around his plants.
Yeah, you got a lot to water.
Yep. Well, Happy, I hope you have a good time at work.
Yep.
He's still at work.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you don't get in trouble for chatting with us. I know I've got my big peppers in my tent, and they've been having some funny growth.
Yep.
Hey, Craig.
Hey.
We're up in North Carolina in the foothills, and unfortunately, we don't have a greenhouse.
No.
I wish we did, though.
I do too.
We could do a whole lot more.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good, Happy. But I'd hate to know how the employee boss conversations go. I want a raise. No. Okay. Hello there, people.
Hey.
Yeah, the strange the strange growth on my big peppers is the new growth.
I know you have a greenhouse, Rev. I'm
Yep.
jealous.
Well, his greenhouse lost its roof.
Oh no.
It's
That's
been
not
like
good,
that. It's been
really?
like that. That one video I showed you.
Okay.
Where did you think all the rainwater
Well,
come
I was
from?
wondering about that. I thought he had some kind of water in there. I'm sorry. I feel dingy
You thought
now.
he had leaks?
Or it had it fixed where it was doing that.
No raise longer hours. Tell him you'll mutiny. He can't get nothing done without you. Yeah, if we had a greenhouse, we could get a whole lot more done.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the new growth on my pepper plants was deformed.
Mhm.
The leaves were not growing right.
Mhm.
Not only were they curling, but they were also just growing deformed to begin with. And I sprayed them down with neem oil in case it was pests. That didn't help. I tried removing the growth and it just grew back the same way. And I've switched over to feeding them master blend, and I've been feeding what the instructions say on the actual master blend itself. But I know that so far they're they're either not liking it or there's something else going on. Well, that's good. You got you a greenhouse, Eric.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I would like to build a greenhouse for cheap.
Yep.
I know I've seen the hoop houses out of PVC and the greenhouse canvas, the plastic canvas you can
Babe.
buy. They actually sell greenhouses at Harbor Freight, or
Oh.
Cade may know it as, I think it's called Princess Auto up there.
Are you talking about the ones with that covering what destroys, or is this different?
This is the greenhouse like what Ripix has.
Oh, okay.
That's where he got it from.
Oh, wow.
Was Harbor Freight or Hazard Fault. Yep, Princess Auto. Yep, hoop house. I know I heard of people making a greenhouse out of nothing but glass sliding doors.
You want to come over?
Talking about greenhouses.
Um, we got Sammy down here.
Yep.
You want to say hey? What you been doing? Been drawing? Are you out of paper? Thought you had your notepad. Ah, you forgot about that. You got that for Christmas. They both got art kits and paper. And I think Innocence already used all of hers drawing eyeballs.
That would not surprise me.
She's drawing eyes and mouths. She's pretty good at it though. And Sammy, he's good at drawing too.
Yeah, I thought about doing the hoop house. I know the ones I saw they used rebar in the ground. I had thought of using what was it? It was either I think it was 4x4s and screwing the PVC to it. Yeah, the one I heard about, they even had it where they had a device where they'd go up to the roof and knock the, they would pull those doors open and closed to allow heat in and out. Well, hey, those plastic bins can work pretty good at generating the heat and the moisture, trapping all that in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that mandarin, y'all made like a little greenhouse thing around it.
Yep. See, Eric's got a multi-purpose greenhouse. He's got chicken and duck in it now. Yeah, and then after they're done, you bring in the plants and they have some nice manure.
Yep. What?
Is this the employee or the boss talking to us using Happy Pepper's account? Hardly working. That sounds like the boss.
Mm. What's wrong? You got a loose one? You gonna yank it out? Yank it out. You yanked the last one out.
Boss.
Boss.
Give him a raise. He deserves one.
Oh, if it's loose, you'll have that thing loose by tomorrow because it will drive you up the wall. Mm-hmm.
I know. Yesterday morning we had Gordon Ramsay join the morning chat.
And don't forget Chuck Norris.
And Chuck Norris joined at the end.
Yep.
Supposedly Chuck Norris and supposedly Gordon Ramsay. If they ever come on again, I'm gonna tell Gordon Ramsay that this isn't Iron Chef. This is more like Kitchen Nightmares. You keep the language to a minimum.
He had that language in one of those.
Not nearly as bad as some of the other shows he's done. She didn't even know who he was. I've been showing her. Gordon Ramsay.
I've watched that before, but
yes.
I couldn't remember who he was. Put the name to the face.
Hey, Rob.
Hey.
There's the man with the Arrowhead collection.
Totally got a nice collection. What is it? He's watching Sammy.
I know some of the peppers, they're about at the point to transplant them out of their starting area into a larger container.
Yep. I'll start that actually.
I know some of them we've already moved. Some of Kang's and some other stuff like red habaneros, which those red habaneros had amazing roots on them.
That was the ones with the really long roots. Yeah.
We moved those straight into hydro.
Lay down, Zuzi.
Yeah, we got more than just pepper started. We got some other stuff started as well.
Oh, that's not bad. You should let it get loose before you go tugging at it.
The front is out, but the back is
He cannot stand it. If he gets any bit of a loose tooth, he will keep on until it's going to come out very soon.
One way or another.
Yeah.
We don't sell any seeds.
No.
We love to share seed.
Yep.
Yeah, we've not sold any seeds.
We donate a lot of the seeds we collect.
It's actually one of the things that helps to determine what plants we're going to grow more of than others. is the actual ability to donate those seeds. So some of that stuff, the seed's so small it's hard to collect it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then you have to make your little envelopes, because I have been bagging up for the seed libraries, and then I've got people that's sending SACE for some of my seeds, like flower seeds. And we've been doing these envelopes, and I've got these ready, but I just have to put in the seeds and tape them up, put the name on them.
Yeah, we got some Daturas that have popped up.
Oh yeah,
Angel trumpets.
this is the first time I've ever grown those from seed. I used to have pink, white, and yellow, and I would just dig up the plant from year to, put it in under my house in the winter. That thing would bloom all winter, and then I would just trim them back and root the cuttings. Well, we had a bad freeze, and I lost them all but a yellow one. And we mulched him.
I mulched it and you chopped some of it back.
I chopped it back, yeah, and put 3 pieces into root. 1 did not root, 2 rooted, and I gave him 1 to give to a lady that he works with, and I kept 1. And then in the Facebook groups, I looked up and traded for, and then had people give to me some Datura seed, angel trumpet seed, which angel trumpet is poisonous, so you have to, mess with it with care, because it is one that if I mess with it, I wash my hands thoroughly. Because I have heard of it, people actually messing with just going out and touching a leaf or something to smell the bloom, and going in and not washing their hands and cooking a meal and actually making people sick. So that's one that you have to take care with, and the kids don't mess with that one. And then Innocence actually got seed for it, but she knows that she has to wash her hands after sowing her seed. But you have many more poisonous plants. I mean, it's just, you got loads of poisonous shrubs. And so, it's just adding one to it, but they're beautiful.
Yep, that's
They
for sure.
smell awesome, and they stay bloomed late in the day. So that would be awesome for, like, if you have like bats or the nighttime pollinators, because they stay bloom so late.
Mm-hmm. I know. We've also got to start. Well, we got to look through some of the seeds in the refrigerator that have been going through stratification.
Yes, I do. Because I have several that my mom pointed out that need to be sowed now, which the way we sow those seed is just basically just spreading them out. That's about it. They're so tiny, but I've got to go through and find those certain ones, and get those out soon. I have got them in the refrigerator, so I mean they're getting cold stratified either way, but I'd prefer to go ahead and get them out.
Yep.
And then in pepper plants, we're still waiting on several that did not come up, so we'll have to see if they're going to come up. I don't know.
What insects eat pepper plants? All kinds of insects. Slugs will eat peppers. Slugs and snails. Stuff like that. Insects. They don't have any Caspian receptors.
And then the
So they don't feel any burn from eating it.
the worms like to get on them.
Yep, worms will chew holes in them.
Pack saddle and
Hornworms love to eat.
hornworms. Yeah,
But a hornworm will eat the whole plant.
yeah. But we try not to kill the hornworms because they turn into a moth that's a night pollinator. So if you do anything that needs pollinating at night, they come in handy. So if the what's it called that takes care of them usually?
The parasitic wasps.
Yeah, if the wasp doesn't take care of the hornworm, then we just move it to, like, say you've got a tomato plant that's just not all that, give one plant to these creatures and let them go to town on it, and let them do their thing. If the wasp gets them, we actually made a video on that last season, because on one side of our house, every time you see a hornworm, it's infested. On the other part of the land, it's not infested. So, the wasps take care of quite a few of them. Now, the pack saddles, they also turn into something, but, you have to really watch for those, because I was used to seeing them on, like, I think it was beans or corn. I'm trying to think. But those will really give you a sting. I mean, they're bad. So I I debated whether to let him survive because of just the thought of getting stung by that thing. But they turn into pollinators, so we're trying to help the pollinators, and it's not right for me to pick and choose. So we moved him and let him do his thing. He either made it or didn't.
Yeah, birds will get them. Not even just birds. Stuff like, what is it called? European hornets. They will pick them up and take
What,
them
the
off.
honeybees? Or what?
Not honeybees.
Oh,
Those big hornets you remember
yeah.
that were stealing honeybees?
Yes.
They will pick them up and take off with them.
The hornworms.
Even yellow jackets will. Anything that wants to eat,
Yeah.
there's a chance that it will take that hornworm off and feed it to their young.
No, we don't let those survive. The yellow jackets we have no use for. The hornets we have no use for.
Yeah. Yellow jackets and hornet and the big European hornets, those try to kill your bees.
Yep. Not to mention what they try to do to you. Seriously, they're vicious.
Those types of hornets and wasps, they normally go on what they call a death march, where basically the entire workforce runs out of nectar and stuff off of plants whenever it's starting to turn to winter, and they switch to a carnivorous appetite, because a lot of them can do that. And they pick up any insects they can grab, but they'll also not only pick up honeybees, they will go to honeybee hives and start attacking the hive, because if they get into the hive, they gain access to not only the honey,
larvae,
but stuff like the European hornets want the honeybee larvae. So the baby bees that have not quite formed, they rip them out of the cells and take them and feed their young.
They're vicious. We have to watch for those.
10 of those hornets can take down an entire hive of
Yep.
honeybees.
Now the gold star honeybees, they're vicious little varmints. I mean, towards other honeybees, but
Um, even if you have a managed hive and you have hive reducers to the point where a normal honeybee can get in, but not anything like a European hornet, they will still attack and kill your honeybees, and your honeybees will fall for the trap regardless of their entrance, because these big wasps will come in. Well, hornets. They'll come in to invade a hive, only to find out they can't enter it. But your honeybees doesn't care. It sees a threat and it'll come
yeah,
out of the hive to attack it, and that's
Mhm.
where
they pick 'em off.
that's where the massacre begins. Because the honeybee has no way to pierce the armor on those hornets. And those hornets are so big they just take their jaws and cut those honeybees right in half. The only way the honeybees can beat something like that is to swarm it, which I know the ones in Japan do it to the Japanese hornets. The whole hive will swarm on one hornet and will ball it up and begin shaking. The shivering makes the whole mass heat up and they cook the hornet alive, which is quite gruesome to think about, but that's how they keep from being invaded by those big old hornets. They literally cook it alive. We saw our swarm we caught do the same thing to a yellow jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow jacket landed on the land, and one bee went up to it, engaged it in combat, and all the other ones jumped on him.
I can't stand yellow jackets.
But yeah, as long as they see the honeybees, they may or may not want to use them as a food source.
And those yellow jackets here are so bad to get in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll not even know you're on top of them until you are getting stung all over.
Yep, I had that happen to me last
Oh,
year.
yeah, he did.
They tore me up.
Yep. And the last time I got stung by yellow jackets, they throwed me. I got stung, I don't even know how many times, probably 30 to 50 times. They were all in my shirt and everything. And it actually threw me into a seizure. So I try to stay clear of those. Now I've got stung by, we all got stung by honeybees
Yeah.
last season. We had a queen event and we had no clue. I thought they turned plum killer bee, whatever, because they hated him. They would like attack him, go for his face, pop me in the eye. Jess, they was laying it on him. They popped him. He had that one spot. They nailed him right on top of his head every time, didn't they? And then we had the man. What was he called? From over there at
The aviary inspector.
Yes, we had him to come out, and he let us know that we had a queen event. So therefore, while they didn't have a queen, they were mean. So made sense because then when we went back into them, it's like totally different bees.
Yeah, said hey.
Hey, AA or Russ.
Yep. Hope you're doing good, Russ.
Yep.
Russ works for the post office.
Yep.
I'm sure he's probably seen a package of bees or two come through. Yep. I hope you're doing good today, Russ. You get a lot of chickens in the mail. For some reason that's not surprising. I'm sure you probably get other stuff too.
So we've got a family member who mails out hatching eggs,
Mm-hmm.
like for quails and
Pheasants.
pheasants. Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Russ had Monday off. And I'm sure that hope, hopefully he won't be affected by the government shutdown. I doubt it. Not in the same respect as some of the other stuff.
I hope not.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you get loads of bugs. Work wasn't fun. Oh, that ain't good,
Who said that?
Russ.
Oh,
Was it just a hard day, or
doesn't he walk and deliver?
I don't know. Yeah, don't rely on tax dollars. Well, hopefully you'll have a good day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Sun and Monday mail build up today.
Mm.
I know.
I bet that does make it harder.
Oh yeah, they send plenty of chickens in the mail, Cade. You can. Well, I don't know if you can because you're in Canada, but plenty of places sell live chicks,
Yeah.
and they ship them out in the mail. Now, older chickens, I'm not as sure on how frequent those are bought and shipped through the mail. The most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. Well, let's see, they ship bees
Mm-hmm.
by mail, but the funny part is they'll ship them by mail and they won't deliver them though.
Mm-mm.
So you have to go to the post office and pick them up.
First thing.
But there's a very good chance they do not deliver them based on past experiences. Cause I know one of my friends told me that years ago, what if they die? Well, if they go to the bathroom it will start to build up in the box. Oh, they just go to the bathroom. They don't give a shit that
Mm-mm.
they're in a box. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes they do pass away. It depends on who's sending them and what they're sending.
If they're healthy, if there's too many in the container, it could be all kinds of things.
Um,
Temperature.
and it also depends on how quickly they can be sent by mail.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if stuff like chickens can be sent by air.
I don't know.
Bees cannot be sent by air. Bees are not allowed on airplanes, probably for good reason.
Hey,
Can you
Rob.
can you imagine the panic if a swarm of bees got loose on a plane?
Mm.
Do they pop?
Hmm.
She said, "Do they pop?"
Do what?
I don't know. Oh, bees on a plane? I don't know. I know they won't let you. They won't let you send them on a plane. Which then people complain about the fact that they can't have their bees sent by plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can tie strings to them. If you want to avoid getting stung, you're better off grabbing a drone and doing that because a drone doesn't have a stinger.
Mm-hmm. How strings for what?
A bee flying around,
Huh? I'm not gonna do that.
or at least,
That's a June bug.
if I remember correctly, they don't have stingers.
We always did a June bug. Get them big old June bugs and tie a string to their leg.
Um, that one guy I was watching said to do that. It helps people feel more what's the word, unnervous or uneasy. Makes them feel less uneasy about bees if they're getting into them.
Do what?
He said whenever he's doing classes and stuff, he'll bring in a drone on a string
Oh my goodness.
and let them hold the string and stuff.
The drone won't sting them.
Yeah, the drone can't sting. That's why he does the drone. I've never heard of bees being frozen and then thawed out. Um, in the winter, they will go through their hive in a cluster, and depending on the severity of the cold, will depend on how well they survive, along with other stuff like colony numbers and how much food they have. Hello there, wonderful life. Um, Several of our beehives are currently overwintering, and they move through the box. They eat their honey. They stay together and shake for warmth. And whenever it gets warm enough outside for them, they will fly outside the hive. Even when there's nothing to forage, they have several hive tasks that require leaving the hive, such as removing dead bees, um, cleaning up from where they've been having to stay in the box, and they will also fly outside the box and use the bathroom. Bees are very clean like that. They like to use the bathroom outside their box. When our bees, our package of bees was shipped, they were shipped with food. They had a can of sugar water, and the bees would gather. They gathered around around the sugar water, and they ate the sugar water on the whole ride there. Which bees are wonderful creatures. Sometimes they get mad and they attack you, though. But they make wonderful honey. So that's a plus. You can always have a nice, wonderful thing of honey in your tea or on a biscuit or just plain. I didn't know if you want to show off any of the pepper sprouts.
Which ones?
Just some of what sprouted.
I know which ones.
Oh, whichever ones you want to.
Why don't you go grab some?
You got to hold this.
I will.
You can chat with me.
Hey.
We have someone called Wonderful Life that joined.
Hello. Oh, this thing's blinking.
What?
This computer just blinked. See if you see my glasses in there. I don't know what I did with them. Can't see the chat. Bad eyesight. Oh, I can't see it. Did you find my glasses? I don't know. Somewhere in about there. Somebody said something, but I can't see it. Nope, they're not on my head. I'll go look. I'll go. Oh, right here they are. Oh, darn it. I'm dingy. Look over me.
So this is the Habanadas we did, the Chocolate Champions, and the Serpent's Heads right here. Front rows, Habanadas, the middle's the Chocolate Champions, and the back's the Serpent's Heads. And that's what we've got.
Can I see them?
Sprouted so far.
In that one.
So there's the Habanadas. Chocolate Champions are in the middle. And in the backs are a few Serpent's Heads we got going on. Right there, Serpent's Head.
And you got your little tiny ones that we put into the
Cracky.
cracky. You want me to go get those?
if you want to. Yeah, we managed to get 4 of everything in this carton sprout. I think that's a pretty good germination rate. 4 out of 6. Yeah, our Rocktos and Manzos aren't popping up too well, Rob. I don't know if we're doing something that's making them not want to germinate, or if we've just got to wait longer on those, because our Reapers and stuff are popping up, but we got one Pineapple Rockto, and that's it. That and our Wild Peppers haven't popped up any yet. What is that? Here's some Scotch Bonnet Reds. These things have taken off. They got some of them, they got a little bit of burn on them, but yeah, they're pretty good size. They're a bit leggy.
Okay, here's these up front ones looking, or to me, I can't see them good. That one looks peaky to me.
Which one?
Right here. And that one. Or is that a seed? Something on his leaf.
His leaf's just curved.
Oh, okay. My eyesight.
So here's a here's a Scotch bonnet.
Is that the one? That's not
This
the one
came from the Scotch bonnet we grew last year, and well, this seed has never seen dirt. It's never been in dirt. I put this seed in this sponge and got it to germinate, and I think it looks all right considering it was germinated in a sponge. Put that back right there in the corner. The rest of these were all done in dirt and moved to these small medicine containers, and that's their first actual cracky container. We've got Scarlet Rose in there, some Peach Star Kissed, some Freak Bonnets, some Red Habaneros, all kinds of fun stuff in there. And once they get, if you want to, once they get a bit bigger, we'll have to move them into a bigger hydroponic container. But that's what that's what we've been working on. So besides those, let's see. I know she's doing Datura. We got tobacco going. We also planted some tomato seeds. I know it's a bit early to be planting tomatoes, but these are supposed to be the micro dwarf tomatoes. That's what the seed is supposed to be for. The ones we planted was the really short ones, that only get about 7 inches tall. And I'm hoping to grow those inside. Just keep them in all year and just harvest tomatoes off of them. Rob said his peach star kists aren't wanting to sprout. Well, hopefully you can get them to sprout, Rob. Hmm. Well, if you want to. Yeah, our wild peppers aren't wanting to germinate yet. But we do have quite a few habaneros and reapers. For some reason, my Caribbean habaneros don't want to germinate, and the chocolate habaneros don't want to germinate. We've got some sriracha pumpkins, some of Kingstar sriracha pumpkins germinated, and some of the mystery orange blob. Yeah, so these are all Kingstar varieties right here that we did. The first row is the peach star kiss, the middle is the lemon starburst, and the back is the scarlet rose. We harvested some plants out of here, and we just put in toothpicks to mark the location. But there's those. Now those are a bit leggy. Those plants are. And I don't care for this. This egg carton, I like the blue ones. And the reason why is there's a gap here. And the light comes in and all the ones on the side bend towards this gap. They don't grow straight up. The blue egg carton doesn't have that gap and they grow straight up. Yeah, we got to move those into either their own separate bigger pots. That's what I figured. Yeah, with so many plants started, it'll be easier for us to just move them into dirt rather than doing them all hydro.
We got several hydros. I may do Rudy Reaper, but that's probably about it. Although I do have that rooting bucket, cloning bucket, which I wanted to experiment with because I can't seem to get it to really clone except for a rose. So I'm thinking about putting some plants in to that and see how they fare. The only problem is those little cups do not have holes in the bottom.
Which cups?
The black ones.
Yeah. The neck cups.
Yeah, and the K cups I think are too small. So I've got to figure out that problem. But I have tried cloning in that thing, and I did get a rose to successfully do it, and that was about it.
Yep.
So may try it again, but thought about just using it to grow because I've got a coffee tree in a bubbler that seems to be liking the bubbler.
And of course I've got my plants in my tent.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out why they are putting on that weird growth.
Has your light cut off yet?
No, my
Well,
light's
why don't
still
you
on.
show?
I trimmed it, remember?
Oh,
I trimmed all that weird growth off of them.
okay. But it was like the top leaves would just, the new growth was like really tight.
And deformed.
Yes. Now we did get some advice and we moved them down away from the light.
Yeah, I moved them more away from the
Yep.
light now. And I might mess around with the levels of master blend and stuff I'm giving them in case it's too potent.
Or eventually
Um,
try the other.
we're giving them 2.4 grams of master blend, 2.4 grams of calcium nitrate, and 1.2 grams of Epsom salt, or what is it? What do they call it? Magnesium sulfate, I think. But that's what we've been giving them. So that may not be the right amount. That may be affecting them. I don't know. It's hard to really know because it's crosses. So.
Yeah. And we're still learning, right?
But yeah, I can go grab one and show them how big they are.
Go ahead.
They're pretty big plants.
See where our glasses are. Oops. Ow. Poke my eye out with my glass. Look over me.
So this is a smaller one. I got a smaller one, and this one has a few deformed leaves on it. They're not as tightly knit as most of them I was dealing with, but here it is. So it's a smaller plant.
Well, it's still got it right there.
Yeah,
You-
but
you
that's not as
missed it.
tightly packed. No, I intentionally didn't
Well,
cut
can
those
we
off.
can
I left those on there
Okay.
intentionally.
Okay, anybody got an idea other than light? Because we did move them further away from the light. Do you see that's the new growth and it's all tight? It's like a ball.
Well, it gets even tighter than that.
Yeah. But we're hoping moving them, further away from the light because will help. Because some of them were really
This is
close.
the one with the least amount of roots on it out of all of them.
Yeah. I know, I don't understand that, but
It's a small
that
plant with a small
one,
root
he's
system.
got one in there that's got a massive root system.
Yeah, there's the end of it, which it goes off the camera, but it's not very thick. And man, this is just growing in a sponge.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
I like the sponge.
Yeah, that's what Brando told me. But I'm not sure what recipe to follow then, if it is the nutrients, because I was just following the standard recipe that they give you on the actual master blend container, the bag that it comes in.
Sound like a jet outside or something whistling. And a couple of these bloomed, but we.
Yep, but none of them made peppers.
Nope.
All the blooms died.
Yep.
Here's the biggest one I've got. And it's in a sponge hydro.
Yep.
But there's its roots.
Getting long on you. You may have to put that one in a bigger container eventually.
But they're all getting that weird growth on them.
Yep.
Which I trimmed it off of them.
It was every one of them, and even the shorter ones.
Yeah, my hope was to get fruit off of them. Another thing, which I don't know if I can point it out. Let's see if I can. Notice how the leaves are curling downward a little bit.
Yep, on the sides.
I'm not sure if that's normal
Like right here.
or if that is a sign of something else going on. Because see, this leaf, it's not curved, but this leaf
It's
is.
just certain ones. Right here's one that is too. Right there, it just curves.
Hey, Doug.
Hey.
Yeah, Eric. I mean, whenever you look at the plant from far away, it looks good, but whenever it had the
new growth,
the deformed new growth, it looked bad.
It balled up.
I trimmed it off of them.
Yeah, just hard balls.
Whenever I moved them down further away from the light.
It was almost like the leaves just kind of just crumpled in really tight.
Which this cross hasn't bloomed. It's never tried to bloom. It was the other cross that was trying to bloom.
There was two of them, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's two plants, but it was the other cross.
Yeah.
But all the blooms died on them. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
And me and Innocence hope to start back making soap. She's wanting to learn. And she helped me make one batch, and she done really good. So I'm thinking about trying to do some more. I was talking to him about making soap. I'm hoping to try to do some more pretty soon. I'll let Innocence help because she's wanting to learn. I think it's good for her.
Now, this one had flowers, but none of them made peppers. It's in Rockwool.
He's going sideways.
Yeah. It's in Rockwool, which I hate this Rockwool. That's why it's leaning.
Yep. I don't like it either.
This plant, it actually has some spots on its leaves. With a little bit, like this leaf right here.
It's a lighter.
It has a little bit of browning on the end of it. Which I don't know what that could be from. I don't know what's causing the edge of it to be brown.
Are you looking?
But this one's in rock wool. That's what this one's in. And there's its roots.
Rev said he just got done changing every light bulb in the house to LED bulbs, so much brighter.
Yeah, see, I hate this rock wool. It moves.
I like brighter, so I can see.
These are under an LED light.
Oh yeah, very bright. His room is bright.
This is underneath one of Walmart LED lights that I got.
Oh, I thought you was talking about that light on your ceiling. That thing's bright.
No, I didn't get that from Walmart.
No, I didn't think so. That's why I was sitting here thinking, wait a minute. And I realized you was talking about that grow light.
But yeah, I'm just not sure for certain what's causing the deformed growth.
I don't know, babe. No, but that leaf right there, it's got a real weird curl. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And you see that tip is brown
Yeah.
on that one. Now, Happy Pepper, you better watch drinking on the job. The boss might find out about that.
He can just tell the boss to get over it because he is the boss. Hi. I can't see good to do that name. I can't see it good. There's what I'm drinking. Yoo-hoo. So are y'all ready for spring? I am. Tired of the cold. I want the warmth, so I actually want to go outside. Oh, you knocked it.
What's that? I bumped it.
Yep, you bumped it. I'll let you look over the chat. I can't see it real good.
Hello, Virga.
Hmm.
You gotta wait 4 months for spring. That sucks.
Who? Who has to wait 4 months?
Cade.
Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm glad I'm here. Don't have that long, thank goodness. Oh my Lord. Oh dear God. Oh, Zeus.
I don't know what that guy was on to. Something about trays.
I mentioned 69 in that one message up there. Oh, Kate, I feel for you. She don't have very long, does she?
Nope.
And then it's growing all indoors. Oh my heavens.
Boss says it's okay.
Man. I don't think I could handle it there. I'd freeze. Be a popsicle. I would, wouldn't I? I can't take it. It's too much cold. I can stand ours pretty good. But I can't imagine below. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'll say. Her eyelashes had ice on them.
You get used to it.
I don't know. I don't know if I would. I'd have to wear a big old suit of some sort. I need some fur or something. I don't know, something.
Or if this works outside, there's no way he could make it in Canada. Well, you know, Rev, you could always get some of those Amazon drones and put arms on them and have them do the work for you. As long as it's not too cold that it drains their battery too quick. Made her eyes sparkle. See, you're already got the first step done, Rev. Second step, attach an arm to it and a camera. Think about it. You could be pulling cats out of trees. All kinds of cool stuff. Dropping water balloons on people. Rev's on an Amazon binge.
Are you still ordering? I know he said he had a bunch coming this week.
Well, you know how it is. Hey, with an arm mounted onto a drone, not with the drone itself, you might hit the cat with the propellers.
That cat would hold on to that tree for dear life. Oh my goodness.
Rev, if that was the case, there would be literal Sasquatch people walking around there.
I may have to go visit her and get my eyelashes
Looked like
did
Christmas
for
today.
free. I have full lashes then.
You gotta watch, Rev. You'll blow Christmas early. So did you do? You're gonna have to do like they did on the New Year live stream and light your Christmas tree on fire. Did you ever get any of them hand warmers that they were sold out of? Good night, people of 7.
Good night. Thanks for joining us. I love those hand warmers. That's what we took when we went deer hunting. Yep. Because I get cold. So I had them stuffed in my boots and in my pockets.
You could do a stream of going back to the store. If you're going again. Round 2.
Your eyelashes might get thicker. Even more. I can't. I like for mine to be a little thicker, but I don't think I want to get ice froze on them.
Round 2.
I don't see how you walk without falling. That ice, I mean, goodness. I bet fall on that stuff. She must be used to it. That's what it is.
Warmer tonight. We gotta compensate for that. You gotta do the ice bucket challenge before you go on your walk.
Are you crazy?
We gotta make it more difficult.
No, that would freeze her.
It'd be so cold it turned into mist.
She would hold it up and get ready to pour it on her, and it'd be froze up above her head. That was cold. You could tell that was so cold. It looked like she was smoking a cigarette, and she wasn't. With a dog. Oh,
Now, Rev, you gotta watch your
poor
animal.
dog.
You gotta watch your animal cruelty, man.
The dog would have to have boots and everything. Go out in that and actually walk as far as she walked to that store. That seemed far. I don't know if it actually was as far as it seemed, but watching her walk, it seemed far. Maybe because she didn't have on her mitts and her face was actually getting frostbite and her eyelashes were freezing up. Might have had something to do with making it seem a lot longer, but I don't know.
Just eat you a Carolina Reaper beforehand and get you some of that dragon breath going.
Dragon breath. Oh my god. Goodness sakes. Oh.
He doesn't love the cold. He hates it, and the snow is holding in the heat.
Well, our dogs actually, during that, when we had that 15 inches, that big dog of ours, I mean, he run through it like I don't know, a deer or a horse, but he was ready to go back to the house, wasn't he? And then he spotted the kids, and then he was ready to play. But the the little spotted one, she loves it, and she'll just jump around every which way. But she about the little one about got buried.
It was too tall for her.
Yeah.
You get them chills because you crave that dragon breath.
I wouldn't eat no Carolina Reaper and go out there. No. But I wonder if Carolina Reaper, like the spray, would melt the ice.
Nah, I doubt it.
That would be nice. You need you like some kind of like fertilizer pusher full of salt to push on your way to melt the ice or something. You about fell coming out of that store, not the oh Lord no. Because it just looked, man, the thoughts of falling on the ice. That hurts my butt thinking
She
about
was
it.
showing me that video of all them people falling on that ice,
Oh
and
my heavens.
that one slid all the way down his driveway.
The one went going down the road and just kept going. I mean, he finally stopped the way on down the road. I try to avoid ice if at all possible. Now, I remember getting into a swimming pool one time and going down a holler, one of those winding that's way up, up high, and then winds going down just like that. And we got into one of those small kiddie pools, and it was pure ice down through there. We went flying down that thing. Now, that was fun. We had fun in the snow that one year. Remember? Up there sliding. Kids enjoy it. That one year I made soap with snow.
Yeah. Hopefully it don't get too bad here.
I hope not. I don't like freezing rain or ice. So.
Ooh, that's the last thing I will deal with.
Yep. Risk the power going out, and then you don't have heat.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it sounds really terrible.
Now I know the snow can be fun.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody considers rain fun.
I like going out in the rain some.
Or hail
I've even liked fishing in the rain before.
or sleet.
No, I don't care for those two. Well, that last snow, we just had some snowfall the other day, and that was the biggest snowflakes. I actually videoed it because I've never seen them flakes like that here before. They were just ginormous. They looked abnormal. Some of them looked like they were the size of 50-cent pieces. They did. I've got it on video. I'll show you because it shocked me.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have some tomatoes sprout soon.
Yeah, we planted
The back row dwarfs.
yeah, we sowed some of those little tiny ones. You remember which ones?
Let's see. Yellow dwarf,
Yeah,
Pinocchio, and I think it was Andrea or something like
yeah,
that.
Andrina or something like that. They were the ones under what, 12 inches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Normally.
yeah. And then we had we've still got to do what was it, Mirabelle and
Let's see. Gold Pearl, Mirabelle,
yeah,
Snow Fairy, which I
yeah,
don't know why they named it Snow Fairy. It's red. It's
yeah,
a red tomato. And Fuzzy Wuzzies.
yeah. But that's those smaller varieties.
What we planted.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they're all small. They're in the
Up to what was that one, 24?
it was generally under 2
Yeah.
foot.
And then the others, I think, 18 inches.
How early can we move plants outside? Well, it depends on the year.
Depends on where you at and what they're calling for. I mean,
we can get frost as late as what, May?
Yeah, and it snowed on Easter, so before. Um, I mean, I have moved plants out like on the porch before, not now, but whenever it's kind of iffy on the frost. And last year was one, remember? I actually moved some out because it had got so warm and we didn't have any frost. But then at night, we'd watch the weather, and there was one night or two nights that it was getting lower than I liked. So instead of moving them all back in, I just moved them inward on the porch, and they done fine. Now that wasn't peppers though. That was just whatever else I had. I don't think it was any of them peppers.
Probably not.
I don't think. That was just other stuff. They might have. I'm not sure though.
So yeah, it really depends on what's going on.
Yeah. We always just watch over the weather kind of,
You
and
kind of have to till a certain point.
well, it starts getting warm and it fools you, and next thing you know, if you put them in the ground or something. Now, I mean, I've went out there before, and I've had when you think it's over, I've had plants putting on and looking gorgeous out there, and I've had to go out and cover them up. I took sheets out before because stuff putting out really pretty and it's gonna get fried. So I've covered up plants plenty of times, but I don't know about, like taking the peppers out because if it gets cold, it's liable to I don't know, it might would stun them or something, because I know like my orchids, that's one that I don't take out unless I know the temperature is going to be up on, because if they get cold, really cold, it can affect them. I had it affect mine. Some people get by with it fine. And another one was like your Christmas cactus or something like that. So I don't know, being that peppers are warmer loving, aren't they?
Yeah.
They may not fire that well to go out if it's going to be cold. I don't know. We're doing Zeus. No, the tomatoes that we started are the micro dwarfs. They're the little ones. Like, I think they could be like 8 inches tall and have fruit. So we plan on keeping those, they're going to be small. The ones we planted, none of them were supposed to be over 12 inches. I don't even think it was 12 inches. I think I chose mainly to plant the ones that were upwards of 8 to 10 inches. And we're just going to keep those in until, time to go out. And they'll probably stay in a pot, just to be honest.
Well,
I don't.
They're determinants.
Yeah, they're determinants. But they're the micro dwarfs. We thought they would be fun for the kids, Sammy had talked about getting into some tomatoes, but then he changed his mind and didn't want to do that. Now, Innocent, she's all for it, but she's still more for the peppers. She's gun-ho. So you are planning on growing them indoors then? Yeah. And, once it gets warm and I know it's not going to kill them, then I'll put them out on the porch or something. I don't know about putting them in the ground, honestly, because I think they're like pot tomatoes or something.
They're so small.
Yeah, a lot of people grow them on their decks or porches. Okay, I think he wants to show you something.
Here's that tray. We don't have a whole lot up.
No.
But
no,
we've got.
We do got this feller.
Yeah. And
this one,
that one.
This one, and this one.
These are all purple reapers. This is Carolina reapers.
Yeah.
From Australia.
Yeah.
Here's Rob's reapers.
Yeah, Rob, there's yours. They're coming up.
This is chocolate reapers right here.
Yeah. You got a little tiny one right there.
Yeah. And there's our one pineapple rocto.
Yeah.
The rest of them haven't come up.
Rob, have you ever grown those micro tomatoes? We just thought they'd be really interesting. And yeah, they sound really interesting. I thought they'd be neat. And I got the seed. I traded for the seed, so I didn't have to buy them. But no, I'm not going to start the like my normal tomatoes yet. And I've got to go through those because I don't know if I want to plant all of those different kinds or not. Yeah, they do exist. I mean, they're really interesting. The little I was astonished at that. He said he didn't know they existed. There is a whole bunch of them, and they're interesting. You ought to look them up. Now, the tomatoes, mind you, not much for size, but I mean, you know, they'd be interesting to grow like in pots, or if you want to just make a little row of them or something, you know, but they're not going to get big. So growing them in a pot or, you know, a hanging basket or something of that nature. Now, I did get something interesting in trade from Rachel, and that was something I had traded for a long time ago from another person, and I never did get the seed on Facebook. But Rachel sent me strawberry seed.
Yep.
White Soul, and do you remember that other one?
No. Remember the white souls?
So that was one I had wanted to try to grow from seed. And I did get me some elderberry seed. I got me some pawpaw seeds. Of course, that'll take, you know, a
Years.
long time. I just want to see if I can grow them, basically.
Yeah, you can find them on, well, you can find some of the varieties on YouTube.
Of what?
Of the micros.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was, what even got us onto that? Do you remember? We
I
seen it on
wanted them.
something.
They had micro toms in the new Baker Creek catalog, and I wanted to grow some indoors.
Then I got some odd melons too today. Oh, and I don't know if Reb's still on, but I got a few. I didn't get many, but it'll be a start. I can get a start, and then I can share with people. I got brown cotton. There's not but a couple seeds in there, but I don't know if it's got the cotton on it. No, they've decottoned it. But you can see the color. Still got a little bit of cotton on it, but that's the brown. And then I got the green cotton. So I think that'll be really neat to grow with my white cotton. Honestly. I don't know where the green's at. It's in here somewhere. Sweet Freckles melon. That's something different.
Yeah, we sent him some tobacco and cotton seeds.
Yep. Oh, here's the green. It doesn't really show, and it's got fuzz on it. I can feel it. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I see one that shows, I think. Don't that look green?
Mm.
There's a green cotton seed. You can still see the green cotton on it. My goodness, that's really green. Oh, boy. I hope it'll grow. I look forward to that. Got me a weird cucumber. Do what?
Yeah, hopefully Reb will have some luck on that.
Yep. Hopefully he does better than we've done on that tobacco. That 2 kinds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find that strawberry. There's the white soul, and then it seems like what's that say?
The wild one.
Wild strawberry.
Yellow Wonder wild strawberry.
So I'm looking forward to those. I just want to see if I can grow them. It'd be so neat. And the kids love strawberries.
Yep.
I figure me and the Innocents can probably try that. And then we've got cactus seed that I'm supposed to do with her. She's looking forward to doing that. She's just wanting to grow stuff.
So yeah, hope everybody has a good day tomorrow.
Yep.
Anybody got any plans for tomorrow? Or is everybody just playing it by ear? Nope, there's Will.
Hey, Will.
Yeah, I know. I got work
What's
tomorrow.
wrong, Michael?
He sneezed.
I hope he's not getting sick.
And I gotta take I got a welding class I gotta take tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty cold, man.
And Innocence fell asleep right after getting home from school.
Yeah.
She ate and then she was gone. She wore out. And then we found out they've got a delay tomorrow, so.
Which I don't know
Do you have a delay?
how bad it's expected. I didn't see anything about a delay.
I don't know. They said we're under a winter weather advisory or warning or something.
I didn't see anything
I don't know.
about a
They
delay.
called, is all I know from the school. It said between 12 or midnight and 12 tomorrow. Dinner.
Yeah. I don't know for sure.
They don't always show us.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're still at work or not, Will.
It should say in the closings. Wherever that's at.
Driving. Well, you be careful on the road,
Yep.
man. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day tomorrow. I don't know if the sounds of the weather.
I don't know. I found it odd that they give such a long delay. It's usually like an hour. They did 3, so, that's lengthy. What?
Happy said he's back. The boss said he had to shovel snow. I know. This morning we did a coffee chat live stream. So
That was fun.
this morning we had Bat and Bear in the chat. Yeah, we had Batman, Bear. Let's see who else. Will. Who else?
I can't remember.
I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. See weird clouds, huh?
Who said that?
Will said he see weird cloud. Mm.
I don't like the sound of freezing rain or sleet. Power outages,
Yep.
fallen trees,
So yeah,
wrecks.
got to chat with Bat and Bear and Will a little bit this morning. I'm trying to remember if there's somebody else.
Was it Doug?
I don't think so.
Craig?
I haven't seen Craig in a while.
The other Craig. Went to two.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure there is.
And I know on Monday we did one, and we had loads of different people hopping in. Even Chuck Norris and Gordon Ramsay.
But Gordon Ramsay needed timing out because he had bad language. Really bad language.
Oh no, Happy.
That's not good.
Does the boss say you get to go home?
Or are you at home?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see any more of those accounts where people claim to be other people.
Well, we want to be kid friendly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Try.
yeah, because, you know, Innocence loves to be involved. If she wasn't asleep right now, she'd be right down here.
Yep.
But, and we encourage that. So we want her to be encouraged. We tried to encourage Sammy too on growing. He's not ready yet. I think he will eventually get there though, where he wants to grow. He's just got to find, it takes time for some people more than it does others. What?
Still working. He's a brutal boss. Hello there, Lit Gamer.
Hello. No, this is mom and son. Yep, he's my son. He just outgrew me.
Yeah, Rev loves that pepper powder. He's also a soap sniffer. He'd rather sniff it than use it.
Now I have made some. I used to make a eucalyptus soap, and I had people that would buy it just to carry around in their purse for when you're sick to sniff because it would open you up.
Yep, he also loves sauce as well. Yep, and you can't forget the summer sausage.
I don't like summer sausage. I don't like sausage. Ground up meat. No hamburger for me.
It's like summer squash and winter squash.
I just don't like it.
Ooh, that sucks, Rob.
What?
He thinks he's getting sick.
Well, I hope not, Rob.
hope you don't
better
get-
hope you don't get this.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's not gone yet.
Now, Rev, not everybody loves summer sausage, just like you don't love pizza.
I don't love summer sausage. I don't love ground beef, meat. Yeah. I don't eat hamburger. No. I'll cook it, but I don't eat it. I'll pick around it, but I don't like it. I won't eat it.
Still drinking his coffee.
I need to make me a cup, but right now I'm enjoying the yoo-hoo.
The drink of the champions.
Well, the kids like them, and I normally don't drink them because I save them for them, but it was taunting me this time. Well, now last time I didn't get one. I just, and it was taunting me too much. I just couldn't handle it, so I had to have one.
And taco seeds.
You sound like Jesse Lee. He loves hamburger. I think he could live off of hamburger steak or deer.
You can, if it's what we got, you can try burning it out.
What?
He said he's gonna try to burn it out of his system with peppers and booze.
Well, it. I went and got me. I mean, I thought I was gonna die the other day, so I ate some egg rolls and I got me a nice size bowl of that raspberry honey, the razzleberry honey, and I ate that and I was still sick. And then I fixed soup. I ate soup for days, and I took and put pepper powder in that, and I loaded it down with black pepper, and I was still sick. It didn't seem to do anything. Of course, my taster was off, so the heat wasn't really affecting me very much.
I eat powder almost every day.
Because Jesse Lee, whenever I had the honey in here, he took his pinky and stuck down in it and stuck in his mouth. And he sat over there and he kept, and then he's looking over at me and I was eating it on them egg rolls. And he's like, I just got a kick to it. It's getting me right back here.
That's
Oh, yeah. It is good, though. I like that honey.
I know. I told Bloom you need some of Happy Pepper's fire cider. You go on ahead and give that a try, Rob. You can try to burn it out.
It might work. If you've got this virus that we had, oh my heavens. That's like that doctor. I had to take Innocence to the doctor. She was out almost all last week, running fever, runny nose, the whole 9 yards. And that doctor said that this virus has been lasting for a month before the symptoms go away. And I'm thinking, I told her, I said, I can't keep her out for a month. And then I didn't think I was going to catch it. Next thing I know, I caught it.
But yeah, we might go live tomorrow. We might do another coffee chat.
I enjoyed that.
It just depends on what the schedule looks like
Or
tomorrow.
how, well, for me, it's if I'm all right in the morning, but usually by 9 or 10, I'm there.
But yeah, I quite enjoy just sitting, drinking some coffee, talking with everybody in the chat for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want this.
No, I hope it's not, Rob, because it's been miserable. You get a sore throat, you run fever,
Your nose pores.
your nose is a horror. No, we went through, oh my goodness,
Get cough.
paper. Yep, you get a cough.
You can't sleep.
No, and it messes with your stomach, believe it or not. Yeah. Not in a good way either. Probably in one of those, like you just ate a hot pepper way. Yeah. Right? It's pretty bad. Who's making fire cider?
Happy.
Oh.
Happy's got fire cider for all it ails you.
I know when I was little, I used to take white liquor and put candy in it, hard candy, and make a like cough syrup. Yeah.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Hope you had a good day.
How's that Rose doing?
We're just chilling, talking about all different kinds of stuff. I saw that they finally added some more moderators into the PLC. Hopefully it won't be so bogged down with spam now. Have to go and report them and block them.
Hmm?
There's 2 growing there. That rose.
Yeah. I saw that in your video. Now, you took up a pot, right, that had another rose in it. I've had them do similar to that. And then I actually rooted some roses last year, and I've got those out in pots now.
Hey, Atten.
Hey.
Rose pot. Is that the red goblin?
Hmm?
She's talking about. Aren't you talking about an actual rose?
Oh yeah, I was talking to Lisa had posted a video where she had two roses came up, and I was just asking her how they were doing. Yeah, I would wait a while too. I'd let them grow a bit and before you try to move them. I've actually got several that I need to move this year. One is actually, well, there's actually two up there where Innocence is going to be growing her peppers. And one of those is a giant, isn't it? I've got to move it. Um, and then I've got another one next to it, which I'm actually going to give to my mom. We kind of traded roses, so to speak. And then I've got several more up there that I need to move down in this area. And I've got peonies that I need to take up and move up in that area because down here they don't grow good, but up there they grow wonderful. So then we need to move a pond eventually.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, I know. I don't like the thoughts of it, but it would be better for the bees. And then I've got that lotus seed I want to try.
One day at a time. We'll get there. It might take a while, but we'll get there. And now the Green Goblin. We need to get that. Maybe BD can get it if we can't get it. Yep, that Green Goblin. That's the pepper that we gotta find.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's an interesting pepper. I don't know if it ripens green, but it looks green. At least the one picture I found of it. I mean, with a name like Green Goblin, you'd think it'd be green.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully everybody will have a good day tomorrow and
Yep.
a good morning and evening and night and
Restful sleep.
And hopefully will make it to his location just fine.
Yeah, be careful, Will.
But yeah, we may do another coffee chat tomorrow morning.
All goes well.
Yep, if all goes well. We'll get to see if who all joins that one, hopefully. Hopefully it will be good and won't be all nasty and frozen rain. But we could be unlucky and it could be really bad out.
Yeah, could be 40 below.
What time? Well, it depends on what's going on. Probably what, around 9?
Probably. I mean, some mornings, if I have seizures at night, I might wake up and be totally not good.
Well, tomorrow if I have to go to work, it'll be starting at 9.
Yeah, so it should be around 9.
And that's EST, Eastern Standard Time. Because I know Bear, he had to go and take his kiddo to school.
Yeah,
So I know the time zones aren't all the same. Not everybody's got it almost 11 p.m. there. So,
and they picked me up one of my favorite coffees. So
yep. Cruising 85 on 85. Yeah, we got a few lemon starbursts to sprout. I don't know which one Innocence is going to make into her contest plant.
I don't know yet.
So we'll have to wait and
Kind of wait and
see.
see how they and she may want to take a couple to see, make sure one lives. You just don't know. And I know she wants some of the other peppers if they make it. I keep hoping though that I'm hoping hers will hurry up and start sprouting because she thought she had that one sprout and that child. She squealed and it sounded like a horse is coming down them stairs and
So excited.
yes, and hollered, I got a black what was it?
She said the black ghost.
Yes, but it wasn't in that spot.
It was in the lemon scorpion spot.
But she was grinning from ear to ear because she thought she'd done sprouted one. Well, we actually haven't told her any different yet, have we? Did you tell her?
We told her we didn't know for certain.
Yeah.
Because it didn't look like a pepper, it looked like grass.
Yeah. But I went and checked them today, and they still moistured good, and I actually helped her move her plants up higher towards, or her seeds up higher towards the light, closer to the light. So.
Because she's got fluorescent lights, so
Yep.
she gets pretty good heat off of them.
Yep.
So
I'm just hoping that she did not put them too deep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, but I couldn't see good in there. I mean, she's watched us do it, but she's just super excited.
Yeah.
And
that, and she's got her other plants up there.
yeah, she's got her other plants, and she takes care of them.
Yep. Which, I mean, there's no surprise. She loves plants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's want more of these, and I told her I get them going. she'll get more. I did give her some more of these house plants, but she loves plants, and then she's all about wanting to grow them peppers.
But yeah, hopefully she'll have all kinds of cool stuff sprouting. That's what I hope.
Yeah, and she's still got to plant. There's certain flowers she's going to have to plant, or I don't even know if you consider that a flower. She's got giant elephant ear seeds, and she's got to plant those. I just got to figure out exactly when she'll need to plant them. So she's got several things, and she still wants to plant more peppers. Different. She wants to grow more peppers, and she mentioned tomatoes, but her main thing was peppers. That was the first thing on her list was peppers.
She knows all her peppers.
Oh yeah, she memorized her peppers. That come above all the other seeds. Now she knows her sunflower seeds. She's excited about sunflower seeds. She got several. I think Will sent her some sunflower seeds, if I'm not mistaken, too. And then several other people sent them to her. So she's excited about that. She loves to eat them, though. And I tried saving sunflower seeds last year, and every one of them, the flower heads that didn't work. So couldn't save the seed.
Yeah, the house plants and all the pepper sproutlings, they take up quite a bit of space. No single room, but we kind of have them spread out all throughout the house.
Yeah.
Different house plants and the pepper sproutlings.
I just kind of fit stuff here and there. And then I'm thinking about probably put some more in there in that room.
I know today was, I think, International Sauce Day.
Was it?
Yeah. That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah. Are you going to sleep?
Nope.
I think you're sleepy.
Nope, not rolling. At least not yet.
I think he's trying to do a rev roll, Rev, if you're still on there.
What time is coffee hour? Maybe 9 a.m. EST.
Probably about 9.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
I'll have to try to get up in the morning, though.
Yep.
Or you will one, because they got a delay.
But, yeah. So, well, I'll probably be woken up tomorrow by that dog.
Yep.
The dog has been waking me up every morning. So he'll probably do it again.
Probably.
But yeah, just depends on what's going on tomorrow, but probably 9. Yep, just sit back for a little bit, drink some coffee, and see what's going on with whoever's in the chat. But yeah, I guess that's going to be about it for tonight. It's a little bit after 11, so it's not too late, but it's getting there. So I'll go on ahead and shut it off here, and wish you guys a happy day tomorrow, and have a wonderful day, and hopefully you'll have some good sleep and you won't get sick.
And thanks for joining us. And if you ever want to get on with us, just let us know.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. It's been fun.
Rev's eating,
What kind of awesome food?
and happy likes coffee. Happy knows.
Night.